The air in the narrow service alley was thick with the smell of stale cooking oil, exhaust fumes, and the sharp, visceral tang of terror. It was past 3 in the afternoon, but the shadows cast by the high risas were already long and menacing. Marcus, a man whose expensive, tailored wool coat seemed strangely immune to the surrounding decay, blocked the passage. His eyes, the color of wet slate, were locked on the slight, trembling figure pressed against the brick. Alex, young and desperate, was hyperventilating, his hands still smeared with the grime from the failed car theft. Marcus had cut off his retreat like a professional predator. "Hey buddy." Marcus's voice was dangerously low, amplified by the confined space. "How you doing? You remember me?" Alex scrambled for words, his eyes darting frantically. "No, please, man, I don't know you. Let me go. Just walk away. It's not worth it." "It's not worth it." Marcus stepped closer, the action physical, forcing Alex to inhale the scent of his expensive cologne mixed with the subtle, sterile smell of old prison soap. "That's exactly what Tony said to me the last time I saw him. Just a small risk. Marcus, it's not worth the stress." "Look at your wrist." Alex, confused, glanced at his own bare forearm. Marcus slowly raised his own sleeve, exposing the faded, thick prison tattoo running down his arm. Complex sequence of numbers and symbols. "You see these dates? How many years is that? Count them. 12. 12 years of silence. 12 years of owing. That's how long I paid for a small risk. So, don't mess with me. Got it? Drive. You're going to walk now, and I'm going to guide you." Alex began to plead, tears welling up from sheer desperation. "I'm so sorry, sir. Please. I shouldn't have been out here. I'm just trying to get bus fare. Please, just walk away. I'm begging you." "I heard the begging already," Marcus said, his voice hardening. It sounded exactly like my own voice the day they slammed the cell door shut. "No, it's too late for me. But you have to learn that every action is a consequence. Now, move." Marcus propelled Alex out of the alley and into the street's confusing, urgent flow. Alex tried to resist, desperate to break free. "What are you doing, sir? Just keep on walking." "I'll scream. I'll tell the cops you attacked me." Marcus stopped dead in the middle of a crosswalk, forcing Alex to stop too. The traffic swerved around them. "Did you hear the scream?" he asked, his voice now dangerously conversational. "You think that's going to help you? You think anyone in this city stops for a scream they hear every hour? No luck. Keep on walking. Go." As they walked, Marcus began to chip away at Alex's self-pity, pushing the pressure. "Tell me about the money, Alex. Was it for a fix? Was it for a dealer you owe? Tell me why a pair of shoes is worth 12 years of your life, 12 years away from your mother." Alex sobbed, the tough facade crumbling. "Sir, please, I don't have a mother. I'm alone. I'm begging you. Just take my wallet. Take anything. Please, don't kill me. Please don't do that." "No theater," Marcus said, stopping them finally at a brick wall across from the community center. "We're not there yet. Now we're here. And you are going to listen to the real cost of easy money. The revelation of the debt." Marcus pulled out the worn, laminated photograph Tone. "Frozen forever at Who's that?" he asked. "This is Tony, a good friend and my partner in crime. We grew up together, did everything together, until we got too clever for our own good. We started with petty theft, exactly like UA's stolen laptop here, a quick car flip there. He wanted his money for his sister's college fund. And look, Marcus tapped the photo. I ended up in prison. Tony, he wasn't so lucky. He got killed during a botched fence deal. They caught up to him on the street, not knowing he was his mother's only son." Alex swallowed hard, suddenly silent, the desperation replaced by profound dread. The grief almost killed her. "Alex," Marcus continued, the weight in his voice unbearable. "She lost her light. I got a huge debt to pay her. A debt of conscience. That's why I discreetly slip her money whenever I can, hiding it in the donation box. Anonymous cash drops. Marcus nodded toward the community center entrance, where a dignified, older woman was struggling slightly with a heavy box. It was the same woman from the soup line. That woman, Alex. That quiet, kind woman, working the front desk for minimum wage. That was Tony's mother. He watched her, carefully, remembering the morning's interaction. She told me this morning, I just replaced the labels on the books. Thank you. Simple decency. Small kindness. But you know what? That kindness, that small payment, that's not going to bring Tony back. Marcus's voice dropped to a near whisper. I watch her every week, doing honest, hard work, and I remember the chaos my ambition created. Do you understand? Your little smash and grab doesn't just steal money. It steals the peace of people like her, who deserve better. He spun Alex around, forcing him to face the moral mirror. So what is that, Alex? The future you want. You want to be the guy who ends up as a faded photo on a bulletin board, haunting the one good person in your life? No, sir. Then let's get out of here. Do me a good deed. The final payment. Marcus marched Alex across the street, pushing him toward the community center's side entrance. A young man in a volunteer apron, the same one who had accidentally spilled the coffee that morning, was struggling to load bags of trash and recycling into a dumpster. Who is it? Alex whispered, realizing Marcus wasn't going to call the police. The volunteer, Marcus stated simply, nodding toward the young man. The one doing honest, back-breaking work. The one who has to clean up every mess. You are going to go over there, and you are going to apologize, and you are going to offer to work off what you almost took. And you will mean it. Alex walked forward, his fear momentarily overshadowed by the weight of Marcus's story. He stopped beside the surprised volunteer, who looked up, wiping sweat from his brow. Alex swallowed, his voice shaking but clear. Listen, man, I did something incredibly stupid today, and I want to make it up to you. Even though it's probably too late, I need to make an honest start. The volunteer paused, saw the raw sincerity in Alex's eyes, and then looked past him at the intense, still figure of Marcus watching from across the lot. He recognized the transaction. The moral debt being repaid. He didn't ask questions about the arrest. Better late than never, son, the volunteer replied, pulling off his own gloves and handing them to Alex along with a heavy trash bag. The recycling chute is around the corner. Welcome to the crew. Marcus watched from the curb. The tension finally eased in his shoulders. The debt to Tony's memory was still there, consuming and permanent. But for this one moment, Marcus had intervened, using the fear and the cost of his own terrible 12 years to pull another soul back from the edge. He didn't wait to see Alex finish the shift, or offer any patronizing advice. He simply knew that the hardest truth, that every action has a consequence, that ripples outward, was finally understood. He turned and walked away. The ghost of Tony, finally, a little quieter. Knowing that the price of redemption was paid daily, one truthful moment at a time.